Our top story this afternoon. It's one of the biggest holidays of the year here in South Korea, but the country's President Moon Jae-in is hard at work in New York City. He arrived in the Big Apple on Sunday, late afternoon local time, to attend the 73rd UN General Assembly. President Moon will hold a number of bilateral meetings on the sidelines, including one with his US counterpart. Our Blue House correspondent Hwang Ho-jun starts us off.
While this will be the second time President Moon has appeared at the International Forum since his inauguration, his presence in New York this time will likely draw a lot more international attention since the 2018 Inter-Korean Summit Pyongyang is still fresh in people's minds. On Monday morning, he will first attend an event to raise awareness of the global drug abuse issue co-sponsored by 28 countries. He is scheduled to hold a bilateral summit with U.S. President Donald Trump in the afternoon to likely brief his U.S. counterpart on the results of the Pyongyang summit and quite possibly relay a personal message from North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Presidents Moon and Trump are also expected to sign their country's revised free trade agreement. Soon after, a separate meeting is scheduled with UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres, which will mark their fourth encounter since President Moon took office. On Tuesday, President Moon will meet with his Japanese counterpart Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, where he will also likely explain the results of his visit to North Korea and discuss how Seoul and Tokyo can cooperate to achieve denuclearization and lasting peace on the peninsula. He will then give a policy speech to about 250 U.S. experts and opinion leaders from think tanks, including the Council on Foreign Relations, the Korea Society, and the Asia Society, where he is expected to discuss the strides that have made in inter-Korean relations over the past year, and his vision for future steps that South Korea and the U.S. can take together to achieve irreversible peace on the peninsula. President Moon will deliver a keynote speech at the UN General Assembly once again on Wednesday afternoon. He will likely return back to Seoul on Thursday night, Korea time. Separate one-on-one meetings with other government leaders will also likely take place. First, he briefed the South Korean people immediately after his return from North Korea last week. And now, during his stay here in New York City, President Moon Jae-in will have a chance to address a global audience on the results of his three-day summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Hwang Ho-jun, Arirang News, New York.